This is the xSports Network. Going the distance with local sports, covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the xSports Network.
Welcome everybody here to Mount Pleasant High School, the site of tonight's Class 2A Region 5 championship game as the Summertown boys take on the Fairview Yellow Jackets. AJ Goob joined alongside Scott Franks, bringing you the call tonight here from the Tiger Den here at Mount Pleasant High School. Both of these sides played very well on a Monday night. Summertown knocking off Cheatham County while Fairview took on Harpeth. That's why both sides now will get an extra game. The winner of this one will take on the loser of Gibson County and Milan. The loser will have to make the long trip out to either side. Both of those games will be on Monday at 7 o'clock. This is really a game against one of the best offenses in the state against one of the best defense. Summertown averaging 70 points per game on offense, and Scott Fairview averaging just under 48 points per game. So this is really, like they say in boxing, this is a tale of styles.
Exactly.
This is a fight and a battle of styles, and we're definitely going to see that here tonight.
Both number ones from their own districts, and the big thing with Summertown, I've said it before in a lot of our broadcasts, don't waste possessions. You play against a good defensive team like Fairview is. We cannot afford to come down and put up bad shots and have bad shot selection. So we need to take care of the ball, take good shots, high percentage shots, and I think we'll be all right. But we'll see how the cookie crumbles here in about 30 seconds.
Both of these teams have played very well during the region and the district tournament. And for right now, we're going to pause for the national anthem. And that was the national anthem. Taking a look at both of these sides, as Scott mentioned, they're both district champions. Summertown coming in 25-6 overall, 7-1 within their district. Fairview 23-6 overall, 7-1 within their district as well. The Eagles head coach is Wes Sloan. The Yellow Jackets head coach is Trey McCoy. Also something to take a look at as we talk about defensively. Summertown, when holding opponents under 50 points a game, is 10-0. Fairview, they are 16-1. So, Scott, defense when you play in a place like this with notoriously stiff rims is going to be at a premium here tonight, and the team that plays it the best is obviously going to come out on top.
That's exactly right. And Summertown very familiar with this floor, of course, playing the district tournament here at Mount Pleasant, also playing up here during the regular season. And in years past, have played a lot of games here in Mount Pleasant. Been very friendly to us in the past, several region championships and sub-state games played here. So we'll see how tonight turns out.
Taking a look at both starting lineups for Summertown. The same starting five we've seen for the majority of the season. Harrison Gobble, Jake Smith, Grayson Burleson, Gavin Burleson, and Caden Trotter. On the other side for Fairview, it'll be Carter Durham, Mays McCoy, Nathan Dillingham, John Sawyer, and Kennedy Pendergrass. Those will be your starting five. Another thing to note when you look at it offensively, Summertown 16-4 when they score over 70 points in a game. But here's the thing, for Fairview, they've only scored over 70 4 times this season. So it could be a deal where one team's just going to have to keep pace with the other.
Exactly. About ready to tip it off. Let's see how it goes.
Gavin Burleson, John Sawyer will be at the midcourt line. Starters are ready. Official blows the whistle, and it is time for Eagle basketball here on the xSports Network. Fairview will get the tip, and we'll start things off. Carter Durham across the timeline here for Fairview. Man-to-man put on by the Eagles. Kennedy Pendergrass with it now, guarded by Jake Smith. He will now drive, and he'll kick out to Durham. Durham now into the paint, spins, and kicks out here to Mays McCoy. McCoy spins in the paint. Will try a jumper, throws that one up and in. And the Yellow Jackets on the board early, 2-0.
Good penetration there by Fairview. Get the little jumper in the lane.
Gavin Burleson gets to the Caden Trotter. It's a turnover. Coming back with his Pendergrass now inside to Sawyer. They kick it out to Dillingham. Now it's Pendergrass in the corner, out to McCoy. McCoy with it at the wing. He'll drive into the paint. He fights out. He's going to try another fadeaway jumper, and he knocks it down. He's 2 for 2 from the field. The Yellow Jackets lead it, minute in, 4-0. Grayson Burleson with him to Jake Smith. Now to Harrison Gobble. He'll drive the baseline. He'll now get it to Jake Smith. Smith in the corner, now back out to Grayson Burleson. Now to Gavin Burleson near the Mount Pleasant logo. He gets a screen over to Jake Smith. Smith now to Grayson Burleson, who drives the baseline. And his layup is up and in. And Summertown gets on the board with the freshman. Coming back the other way, Kennedy Pendergrass. Over to Carter Durham. Now to McCoy. McCoy guarded by Harrison Gobble, drives. Kicks out to Pendergrass. Pendergrass now drives the baseline, behind the back move. Now straight away here to Dillingham. He'll try a jumper. No good. Gavin Burleson with the rebound. He'll take his time, bring it across the timeline here for Summertown, wearing their home whites. Now to Grayson Burleson, straight away for three. Rattles out, no good. Dillingham with the rebound. Moves it ahead quickly to Mays McCoy. Now over to Dillingham. Dillingham straight away, drives into the paint, kicks out the Pendergrass in the corner for three. No good, and Grayson Burleson with the rebound. He picks up the dribble, now over to Jake Smith, and Smith will bring it across the timeline back to Grayson. Grayson in the corner to Harrison Gobble, back to Grayson, down low to Caden Trotter. That one's knocked out of bounds, and we'll stay with Summertown.
Too lazy of a pass there. Had Caden wide open. We just got to get the ball to him quicker.
Can't do that against a good defensive squad like this Yellow Jacket team is. Jake Smith inbounds to Gavin Burleson, reverse layup, almost in. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul will go against, I believe that's Dillingham. Kind of hard to tell here from a distance. Actually,
number one
will go against Sawyer. First free throw from Gavin. Rattles out, no good. Free throw, something this Eagle squad has struggled with all season long, and something also Fairview has struggled with, as we saw the other night against Harpic. Next free throw from Gavin, back iron, no good. McCoy with the rebound. Bringing it up now is McCoy over to Pendergrass in the corner. And he kicks out to McCoy. Now over to Durham. Durham at the wing, dribbles between his legs, drives into the paint, and he gets blocked from behind by Gavin Burleson. Gavin loses it, regains possession, and he'll dribble it across the timeline. Picks up his dribble over to Grayson at the wing. Grayson drives into the paint. Dishes out the Trotter now to Gavin for an NBA range three. Nothing but net from Gavin Burleson. Can't give him any space, Scott.
First lead of the game for the Eagles, 5-4 now.
5-4, 5-15 here in the first. Dillingham now out to McCoy. McCoy hands it over here to Durham. Durham picks up his dribble. Now to McCoy. McCoy down low to Sawyer. Sawyer on the low block. Throws up a shot. No good. That one's knocked away. And coming up with a Dillingham. He gets the offensive rebound. And now it's going to be McCoy trying the three. No good. Rebound comes out to Grayson Burleson. Grayson the other way with speed. Dishes down low to Smith. Dishes out to Gavin Burleson. He'll try a baseline jumper and knocks it down. Fadeaway shot for Gavin Burleson. He's got 5. Summertown extends her lead to 3.
Fade away from 16 feet.
These guys can make a shot anywhere. It doesn't matter. They just got to have the ball in their hands. McCoy with it now. Over to Durham. Durham thinks about a three. Now pulls it down. Out to Sawyer straight away. Now to Pendergrass at the wing. Doesn't take the screen. Drives the baseline. Tries to throw it out and eventually does. Mace McCoy saves it. Now to Durham. Over to Pendergrass at the wing. Pendergrass now going to dribble it out near the timeline as he calls out the play from head coach Trey McCoy. He'll now drive and gets it out to Pendergrass. Pendergrass will try a mid-range jumper. Almost banks in, but Gobble comes up with the rebound. Now ahead to Grayson Burleson halfway through the first. Now to Gavin across the timeline. Gavin dribbles it off his foot and will go out of bounds to Fairview. Just a little too quick there, Scott.
Yeah.
Tried too quick.
That's what I'm talking about, those wasted possessions. You can't have that in this type of game. You've got to take care of the ball and get your quality shots.
Durham with him now. Dribbles near the corner and gets it out to Pendergrass. Pendergrass gets a screen from Sawyer. He'll drive, but kicks out to Dillingham. Dillingham, turnaround jumper in the lane. He's fouled, and it's in. The and one for Nathan Dillingham, and he'll have a chance to complete the three-point play.
That foul's going to be on Smith, his first, team first.
It's a 1-point Summertown lead. 3:40 left here in the first. Only the first foul, either side with just one. Dillingham now. Free throw is up. Back iron no good. And coming up with the rebounds, Gavin Burleson. He's now trapped across the timeline. Gets it to Caden Trotter over to Grayson Burleson. Grayson dribbles behind his back. He's going to step up for three. Almost goes, and Durham comes up with the rebound. Moving ahead now with the Yellow Jackets. Durham across the timeline over to Dillingham. He'll try a three. Back iron no good. Gavin Burleson with the rebound. Westlawn telling his team to hurry up. Gavin across the timeline, spins. Tries a step-back jumper, but gets it to Grayson. Grayson will try the jumper. No good. And the rebound comes out to Pendergrass. He comes across the timeline, dribbles, dishes to Dillingham. Nice pass. That one's up and in. And Fairview retakes the lead at 8-7. Westlawn calls out the play. Gavin Burleson now over to Jake Smith. 3 minutes left here in the first. Across now to Caden Trotter. Trotter into the paint. Now to Grayson Burleson. His layup is up and in, and Grayson Burleson with 4 points. Summertown retakes the lead 9-8.
Good ball movement, good penetration there by Caden, finding the open Grayson cutting to the basket.
Nice pass from Pendergrass to a wide open McCoy down low. Fairview retakes the lead 10-9. Gavin dribbles across the timeline, now out to Jake Smith. Smith dribbles, kicks out to Harrison. Gobble in the corner for three. No good. Coming up the rebound is Dillingham. Now moving it across quickly is McCoy. McCoy going to try a jumper in the paint, and that one rolls in. Mays McCoy with a quick 8 points. Fairview leads it by 3, 12-9. Smith now inside the Grayson Burleson. Grayson spins. Floater up, no good. And this one's going to get knocked out to Jake Smith. Smith now over to Gobble. Gobble now to Gavin Burleson. He'll try three to tie it. Front iron no good, and this one will go out of bounds to Fairview. Substitutions now. Jackson Arnold, Jacob Neal will come in for John Sawyer and Dillingham. First subs for either side in this one. Minute 45 left here in the first. Fairview leading by 3. McCoy picks up his dribble over to Arnold. Arnold will try a three. No good. Caden Trotter with the rebound. He is fouled from behind.
It's going to be on number 12, I believe.
Picking up his first foul is Jacob Neal.
Now, the only thing keeping this game close so far is both teams are just jacking it up as soon as they get it.
Yeah. Wasting no time as Cole Campbell will now check into the game for Harrison Gobble. Press put on here by Fairview. Campbell with it. Now back to Gavin Burleson over to Jake Smith. Smith now across the timeline. Kicks over to Caden Trotter in the corner. Now inside to Grayson Burleson. His jumper's up front are no good. Gavin with the rebound. Throws up a shot, and it's in. Second chance points there for Gavin Burleson. He's got 7. And Summertown cuts the lead to 1. Now we're going to have an illegal screen come up here against Jacob Neal, and Neal going to pick up 2 quick fouls on that one. First turnover against Fairview. Now coming into the game will be Shannon Takop, and he'll check in for Neal. Smith now across the timeline over to Cole Campbell. Now it's Grayson Burleson with her in the corner. Kicks out to Gavin. Gavin dribbles out, minute left here in the first. And now to Jake Smith. He'll try 3 for the lead. Front iron, missed everything there as McCoy comes up with a rebound. Now head to Durham. With it is Arnold Pendergrass in the corner, drives the baseline, kicks out. Now it's going to be McCoy. And we're going to get a hand-checking foul here, and Summertown's going to pick up their second foul of the game.
Be on Campbell, his first, team second.
44 seconds left here in the first. Durham throws it to Kopp over to Arnold. Arnold now guarded by Cole Campbell here. Under 40 seconds left. They get the play from their head coach and Trey McCoy. Durham with it. Again, man-to-man put on here by Summertown. Pendergrass back to Durham. Durham back to Pendergrass. Throws it in to McCoy. McCoy's going to try another jumper. Rolls it in. Mace McCoy in the double figures with 10. Leads out to 3 with 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gavin Burleson now over to Jake Smith. Inside to Caden Trotter. Dishes to Grayson Burleson. Reverse layup no good, but Cole Campbell with the rebound out to Grayson Burleson. His 3 hits it. Big shot from Grayson Burleson. Now coming across, Pendergrass, half-court shot at the buzzer, front iron no good. After 8 exciting minutes of play, Summertown and Fairview tied up at 14. When we return, it will be time for the second quarter here on the xSports Network.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our Made in America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the xSports Network.
And back here at Mount Pleasant High School, the Region 5 championship game. AJ Good alongside Scott Franks here. Summertown and Fairview tied up at 14. Grayson Burleson had it, and they say that went off Grayson, and that will go to Fairview. Third turnover.
I believe that was knocked out by the defender.
Definitely looked like it from up here. Third turnover against the Eagles. Durham now over to Pendergrass. Down low to Takop. Takop being triple teamed. That's going to get knocked into the hands of Grayson Burleson to head to Gavin. Gavin's layup is up and in. Gavin Burleson with 9 points. Summertown retakes the lead, 16-14. Pendergrass with it, gets a screen. Thinks about 3 now to Durham. Over to Dillingham, who just checked back in. That one almost lost there. Durham is going to get fouled by Gavin Burleson. Now coming back into the game will be John Sawyer in for Takop. Looks like the original starting 5 is in for the Yellow Jackets. Pendergrass picks up his dribble over to Durham. Durham now back to Pendergrass. Down low to Dillingham. Dillingham and throws out. Oh, that was a turnover. Straight turnover. Didn't look like there was any contact down low. And, yep, they're just going to keep it. It's the third turnover against Fairview. Maybe one was calling a 3-second.
I believe that may have been what it was, a 3-second before the ball was turned over. But
Gavin Burleson now over to Cole Campbell inside the Trotter. Trotter right-handed hook shot. Rolls in. First points of the game for Caden Trotter. Lead is out to 4. Durham across the timeline for Fairview. Over to Pendergrass. Pendergrass now inside the Sawyer. Out to McCoy. McCoy loses his dribble but regains it. And that one, good defense by Cole Campbell, sends that into the second deck. And the ball will stay with Fairview. Good elevation there if you're a softball or a soccer player.
Exactly.
You like to see that. Bend it like Beckham, but
he's a golfer, not a soccer. So
well, you know, that one landed on the green about 5 feet from the cup, you know. Durham takes it out of bounds, throws it in the Pendergrass inside the Sawyer. Sawyer down low to McCoy. McCoy shot no good from a foot out. Grayson Burleson with the rebound. Grayson coming the other way with speed. Now to Gavin Burleson for 3. Off the front iron, no good. Cole Campbell with the rebound. That one is rejected and comes back to Fairview. Pendergrass ahead with speed and beautiful pass down low to Dillingham. Dillingham with 6 points. The lead for Summertown is down to 2. The other way, Grayson Burleson goes up. He is fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. Scott, this is a fast-paced game. You can't look down for 1 second because someone is shooting on the other end.
Both teams sort of slowed down a little bit there at the end of the first quarter, but came back out running and gunning again in the second.
Takop now going to check back into the game for Sawyer. Takop, big frame, big body down low. Same for the man he replaced as Grayson knocks down both. He's got 9 points. Weston Pigg going to see his first action of the game. He will check in for Caden Trotter. Summertown leading it 20-16. Durham now going to walk it across the timeline here. 6:15 remaining in the first half. Durham picks up his dribble. Now over to Pendergrass, back to Durham at the other wing. Durham skip pass over to Pendergrass. Pendergrass going to dribble, drive, kicks out to Dillingham. Dillingham gets his pass deflected right in the hands of Takop. Takop goes up, and they're going to call a 3-second. That's another turnover, their second 3-second call here in the game. They've got 4. Summertown gets the ball back, trying to extend the lead. Wes Long calls out the play. Campbell long pass over to Harrison Gobble at the wing. Gobble inside the Weston Pigg, and Pigg is going to get fouled from behind. Dillingham is going to pick up his second, team's 5th. Campbell going to take it out of bounds here for Summertown as Jake Smith comes back into the game for Cole Campbell. Smith taking it out of bounds. Running the play here, so a lot of screens, and they get it to Gavin Burleson. Gavin dribbles it off of Carter Durham's foot, and it goes out to Dillingham, and now they're going to bring it ahead. West Fairview now. McCoy in the corner to Durham. Durham back to McCoy. McCoy had 10 points in the first quarter, now to Dillingham. Dillingham now out to Pendergrass. Pendergrass brings it out to the Mount Pleasant logo. 5:30 remaining in the first half. Dillingham now. Picks up his dribble, skip pass over to McCoy at the other wing. Back to Pendergrass straight away, over to Dillingham. Dillingham now to McCoy straight away, over to Durham at the wing, and the Pendergrass in the corner. He'll try 3, misses everything off at Takop, and will go to Summertown. A very good defensive possession there for Summertown. Like to see a contested 3 that doesn't hit anything.
Exactly. Got lucky there, though. The Fairview player wasn't ready to make the rebound there and lost it out of bounds. Otherwise, he had an easy putback.
Smith now over to Weston Pigg. Now to Grayson Burleson. He'll try a pull-up jumper. Almost banked it in, but Pigg comes up with a rebound. Now back out to Grayson Burleson to Harrison Gobble. Gobble hands over to Gavin Burleson. He's going to drive, throws up a shot. That one's in, and the foul.
That'll be 3 on number 2 now, I believe.
Dillingham's going to pick up another foul, and that will be his 3rd. Got some substitutions coming in here. Dillingham will check out. Arnold will check back in. And Trotter will come in for Grayson Burleson.
So they've got 2 on the bench in foul trouble. The big man, number 4, has got 2 fouls. They're showing 2 fouls on number 2. I believe I thought it was his 3rd.
I did too. It's kind of hard to tell from up here sometimes. If the officials being so far away, seeing the hand. But that was a 16 foul against Fairview. Pendergrass now dribbles, lobs this one over to Arnold, has it very close to the timeline. Now back to Pendergrass, back to Arnold straight away. Arnold dribbles, looks like a 2-3 zone put on here by Summertown now. Durham over to Arnold, Arnold back to Durham. Durham now to Arnold, he has it at the Mount Pleasant logo. Crowd getting loud here as Pendergrass going to try a three. Back iron no good, offensive rebound comes out to Durham. Durham now to Pendergrass. Pendergrass kicks it out to Arnold. Arnold now over to Pendergrass, back to Arnold. And now we're going to have another 3-second call. It's the 5th turnover against Fairview.
Eagles doing a good job with that matchup zone and just really extending it out. They're not giving up the outside shot, and with the big man, the normal starter on the bench for Fairview, they're able to take advantage of that.
Grayson Burleson back in, and Jacob Neal comes back in for Fairview. Jake Smith across the timeline, team leading by 6. Gavin Burleson trying the three. Back iron no good. Another offensive rebound, Harrison Gobble. Gobble powers up, rolls that one in. The first points of the game for Harrison Gobble. They lead it by 8. It's now 9 second chance points here for Summertown in the first half. McCoy picks up his dribble. Over to Durham. Back to McCoy. McCoy down low to Neal. Neal. And he's going to get fouled from behind by Caden Trotter. That's a good call. Trotter did put his elbow into Neal in the back as Trotter's going to pick up his first foul, team's 4th. Fairview will take it out of bounds. 3:33 remaining here in the second quarter. Durham with it, looking for somebody, just going to lob it to Arnold. Arnold has it at the timeline, now dribble back up, man-to-man now from Summertown. Durham's open, fakes the three, now back out to Arnold. Arnold will try an NBA range three. Back iron no good. Gavin Burleson with the rebound. Good protection of the ball, now ahead to Jake Smith. Smith picks up his dribble, now hands over to Gavin. Gavin gets a handoff to Caden Trotter. Trotter now over to Gobble. Gobble picks up his dribble, throws it down low to Trotter. Trotter gets that one in, and he is fouled. Another AM1 by Caden Trotter. And Summertown with another big chance here, as that's going to go against Arnold, his first, team 7th. So free throws after every foul, except for offensive fouls here on out for Summertown. And now we have a timeout here called by, now we got a coach's box warning. Let him show some emotion. Just let it go. Just let it go.
Well, he's already out of the box down there, so I'm not sure what the warning was for.
Trotter hits that one. He's got 5 points. Summertown now with 7 points off of 5 Fairview turnovers. Pendergrass with it. Dribbles through traffic and gets that one stolen away. Coming the other way is Gobble. Gobble, nice pass to Jake Smith. Off the glass and in.
Great job.
Summertown leading by 13, 2:45 remaining in the half. Durham with it at the Mount Pleasant logo. Summertown imposing their will, the fans are in it. Arnold with it, now to McCoy. McCoy tries a floater in the paint, no good. That one almost tipped in. Neal with it, and he is fouled. And this foul will go against Jake Smith. Smith going to pick up his second, team's 5th, and now 2 free throws coming up here for Jacob Neal. First free throw from Neal, back iron no good. Now Cole Campbell coming into the game, and he'll check in for Jake Smith. Neal now going to step to the line. Next free throw, and he hits that one. 1 of 2 from the line. Summertown's lead is down to 12 with 2:25 remaining in the half. Campbell across the timeline over to Gavin Burleson. Inside to an open Caden Trotter. Misses everything with the shot, and this one's going to get tipped off of the shoulder of Grayson Burleson. Looks like Caden was just a little too gung-ho on that one.
Lost the handle on it, and the time he got it back, the defender was on him. So
Carter Durham now going to walk it across the timeline for the Yellow Jackets. Gets a screen from Arnold. Picks up his dribble, now to Pendergrass in the corner. Zone put on here by Summertown. Pendergrass picks up his dribble. Now to Neal on the baseline, back to Pendergrass. Pendergrass, lob over to Arnold, over to Durham at the wing. Durham dribbles out, now to Arnold straight away. He drives into the paint. His floater's up, and he knocks it in. First points of the game for Jackson Arnold is now a 10-point Eagle lead with 1:45 left in the second. Gavin Burleson across the timeline, picks up his dribble over to Cole Campbell. Inside to Caden Trotter, back to Gavin. Gavin gets a screen, drives, throws up a shot. That one is going to be called an offensive foul.
That's a bad call. He was falling backwards before Gavin ever got to him.
Yeah. Can't disagree with that one there, Scott. That's the 5th turnover against Summertown. And Gavin Burleson picks up his 2nd foul as Jake Smith checks back in. Durham thinks about a 3 here. And now we're going to have another 3-second call. They haven't learned their lesson, Scott. You can't just hang out in the paint. It's the one official calling it, but at least he's been consistent.
Exactly. I believe there's been more 3 seconds called in this game than I've seen all year.
I would have to agree, but he's being consistent and he's not letting up on it. And that's really all you can ask. Smith now to Caden Trotter. Backdoor to Gavin Burleson. That one is up and in. Gavin, he has got 13, I believe. Durham tries a 3, rattles out, no good. Neal tries to save it, and he does into the hands of McCoy. Now Pendergrass throws up a crazy shot. Can't get it to go. Now a gobble ahead to Grayson Burleson. Grayson, floater up. That one will fall. Grayson Burleson with 11. Summertown out to her largest lead, 33-19. Durham with it at the wing. Inside to McCoy. McCoy off the glass. No good. Good defense by Grayson Burleson with 40 seconds left here in the half. Behind the back move. Grayson with speed. That one's knocked into the hands of Caden Trotter. Out to Gavin. Gavin's going to try a straightaway 3. Front iron, no good. Grayson Burleson rebound. And we're going to get a jump ball called, and that one will go to Fairview. Very quick jump ball, I might add. But it will go to Fairview. Pig, Campbell will come in for
Gavin and Smith.
Yeah. 31 seconds left, 14 points, Summertown lead. Across the timeline with it, it's Durham. Durham now to Pendergrass, drives a baseline shot up, rolls it in. First points of the game for Kennedy Pendergrass, 15 seconds left, Summertown up 12. And now West Lawn's going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him here on the xSports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
This is the xSports Network.
And back here in Mount Pleasant, 15 seconds left here in the half. Summertown leading Fairview by 12. Grayson Burleson with it. Drives into the paint. Euro step. That one is in. Grayson Burleson with 13. 3 seconds left. Pendergrass. Half-court shot at the buzzer. Hits the net. So after 16 minutes of play, Summertown leads at 35-21. When we return, we hope to have girls head basketball coach Jeremy Jean. That's coming up next here on the xSports Network.
No matter what it is that you like, take those things, translate it into an academic degree.
It's the best thing probably I've ever done in my life, and my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner.
Getting this degree opened up doors that I didn't even envision would be open.
I'm so happy that I did it, and I think anybody that wants it should go for it. You will not regret it.
This is Chris Jackson with Tennessee Tech in Lawrenceburg. If you're ready to earn your degree right here in Lawrence County, come see us today.
Hi, I'm Mara Lerner, and I've had the privilege of living and raising my family in Lawrence County for years. I know how important our faith, schools, and community are to the success of us all. I believe wholeheartedly that proper planning and teamwork are the only way to achieve the quality of life that we desire here in Lawrence County. The Office of County Executive is instrumental in making all of this possible. And if you want someone who will continue to work tirelessly toward improving your quality of life here in Lawrence County, then I ask for your vote on August 4th for County Executive.
Hey y'all, Fred Webb here, United Country Southern Tennessee Realty. You get ready to sell your property, give one of these sales professionals a call today.
Hunter Webb, Farm and Land Sales Specialist, 931-321-8226.
Tommy Johnson, the Wayne County Connection, 931-722-4840.
Tyler Webb, 731-438-2084.
It's a slam dunk when you list with United Country Southern Tennessee Realty.
This is the xSports Network.
And we are here at halftime, joined by girls head coach Jeremy Jean. And Jeremy, what a momentous win for your girls last night. Talk about the emotions that went into that game and what that must feel like for this team.
Well, I mean, they're excited after the ball game. Before the game, you could tell they were a little anxious, like you should be. When things matter, it makes you anxious. If it didn't matter, they wouldn't care and wouldn't been a problem. But took a lead, lost a lead, took a lead back and forth, played with foul trouble. First half was rude some, but I think they stayed the course and just kept battling every play, and that's what won the game for us.
Like you mentioned, second half, Ainsley comes on fire. Katie was consistent. She's played really well this entire district and the region tournament. It's almost like those girls got that confidence and never let up the whole game.
Yeah, that's what we talked about the days leading up to it. Play to win, don't play not to lose. I felt like the district finals, the third, fourth quarter, we played not to lose. We don't want to make mistakes, and then they make you make mistakes. So last night, they went out there, they played every play to win that play, and it worked out for us.
You talk about all season, you know how good Katie is, but you needed the parts and the pieces around her to step up and play. Wow, did they ever do that last night. Last
night was fun to watch. It was. Everybody did their job. Everybody from, Cooper keeping stats all the way up, that they did their job. Late in the game, we didn't want to take anything but a layup. We kicked the ball to Emily, wide open for a three. She shot fake, dribbled around, passed it. We all did our job last night, and when that happens, it was fun to watch.
Now, for you guys moving on, you got Gibson County, one of the best teams in the state, and you get them in your home building on Saturday night.
Right. It's looking on, it's a tough stretch for us. Loretta, Sycamore, Cheatham, now Gibson. That's all top 15 teams in the state. So, we're tested. So are they, but they got to come to our gym where we've played really well. We shoot the ball better at home than do anywhere else, so that's a positive. But we just got to come out and defend the way we've been defending lately. Our defense has gotten really, really good the last 4 games. If we can defend like that and just take care of the ball, we'll have a chance to win the game.
Gibson County, what should we expect on Saturday?
They're going to trap us, press us, get up and down. They're not very big. They're not as big than we are. They're big, but not Loretta long. So, hopefully that doesn't cause us any problems. But if we get in a turnover problem the first half or so, we could be in trouble. But they got a really good post player, really good point guard, 2 good shooters. Almost a mirror image of us. That's point guard, post, shooters, good players all the way around. So, hopefully we can just come out and play like we're capable of playing.
How do you carry that momentum after really all the tournaments, especially last night? How does that propel you guys forward into Saturday?
It should give them confidence that hey, you just knocked off. We beat Loretta here, and at home we can beat anybody that we play. And I think they believe in each other more now than they have.
To earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street next to the courthouse.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie, and we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
This is the xSports Network.
Back here, halftime in Mount Pleasant, Summertown leading Fairview 35-21. AJ Good joined by Scott Franks here on the xSports Network. Summertown will start off with the ball. Quick stats, Grayson and Gavin Burleson each with 13 for Summertown. Leading the Yellow Jackets is Mays McCoy. He has got 10. Jake Smith with it. Now over to Grayson Burleson. Inside to Caden Trotter in the paint. Out to Gavin Burleson at the wing for three. No good. And fight for the rebound. That one will go to Fairview. Some other stats to look at here, Scott. Summertown, 9 points off turnover, 6 offensive rebounds to 3 for Fairview, 9 second chance points to just 1 for Fairview. So really, Summertown's dominated every faction of this game so far.
Let's see if we can continue it into the second half.
Pendergrass over to Dillingham, now to Durham. Original starting lineups in for both sides. Pendergrass with it. Zone put on here by the Eagles. They get it to Durham. Durham now straight away. Throws it inside to McCoy. McCoy tries a jumper. No good. Grayson Burleson with the rebound. And they're going to get it out to Jake Smith. And Smith now going to walk it across the timeline here for Summertown. McCoy was on fire in the first quarter and has had trouble finding the bottom of the net since. Grayson Burleson going to try a jumper. Rattles that one home. Grayson Burleson picking up where he left off the other night when he had 29. He's got 15. The lead's out to 16.
Got that little screen there from Caden and just put up the little 15-foot jumper from the elbow.
As long as the lights are on, the moment he crosses the timeline, any shots open for the Burlesons. Dillingham now inside to Dawson. That one's stolen away. Gavin Burleson gets it. Now they bring it ahead to Jake Smith. Inside to Gavin. Gavin's layup is up and in, and he's fouled. And he'll have a chance at the M1.
He slapped the backboard and hit Gavin as he went under.
Yeah, should have just let that one go.
Yep. Especially being his third foul now.
Yep.
That's huge against Fairview.
John Sawyer picks up his third foul. Gavin with the chance at the M1. Nothing but net. Gavin with 16 points. That's now 12 second chance points for Summertown. Across the timeline now is Durham. Durham now over to Dillingham. Dillingham over here to McCoy. McCoy now over to Dillingham. Back to McCoy at the other wing. McCoy fakes a three, drives, kicks out to Durham. He'll try a three from the wing. Back iron, no good. Rebound goes into the hands of Harrison Gobble to Caden Trotter. Now over to Gavin Burleson across the timeline. 6:10 remaining in the third. Gavin guarded by Durham. Man-to-man put on by the Yellow Jackets. Long pass over to Jake Smith. Now over to Grayson Burleson. He will try three. Back iron, no good. Jake Smith tries to save it, but it goes into the third row, the student section, over to Fairview. Westlawn does not look happy with that shot selection.
I was going to say, that's one of those daggers to the heart. If you hit it, but you miss it, you shouldn't have took it.
40-21 is a Summertown lead. 5:50 remaining in the third. McCoy now over to Pendergrass, over to Durham straight away. Zone again put on by the Eagles. It's McCoy. Drives. Kicks out to Durham. Durham now to Pendergrass. Pendergrass now over to McCoy. McCoy inside the Pendergrass, and Pendergrass is fouled from behind by Harrison Gobble. Gobble going to pick up his first, and that's the first team foul here of the second half. Durham in the Pendergrass. He'll try a corner three, and he rattles it home. Pendergrass now with 5 points. The lead is down to 16, 40-24. Gavin Burleson now going to back it across the timeline over to Jake Smith. Smith now to Harrison Gobble, over to Gavin Burleson. He drives the baseline. Reverse layup. What a move and in. Just shock and awe with that one. Gavin Burleson with 18. The lead's out to 18.
The defender with 3 fouls there. He couldn't do much with him.
Ooh, what
Didn't
a
want
move.
to pick up the fourth.
By one of the finalists for the Class 2A, Mr. Basketball. McCoy's three is no good, and we get a jump ball called.
Oh, that's a reach in. That shouldn't be a jump ball.
And a quick jump ball, and that one will stay with Fairview. Technically, that's a turnover. It's 7 against Summertown. Pendergrass in the corner for three. Back iron, no good. Rebound comes out to Jake Smith. Smith now hands over to Gavin Burleson. Gets it across the timeline. Lobs it down low to Grayson. Grayson loses that one, but this one now they just trade turnovers. Jake Smith, he'll try a pull-up jumper. Back iron, no good. Sawyer with the rebound. Ahead now is Durham across the timeline. Crosses over. Over to McCoy straight away. Now Durham over to Dillingham. He'll try a corner three. Rolls in. He gets the friendly bounce off of these stiff rims. He's got 9 points. Leads down to 15, 42-27. 4:20 remaining in the third. Scott, these rims can be deceiving at times.
Exactly.
You just never know what kind of bounce you're going to get. Jake Smith now dribbles into the paint and throws that one. Caden Trotter does come up with it, and he gets fouled from behind. A lucky break there for Summertown, and Trotter will go to the line to shoot two.
I'm not sure how he ever got to that ball. It looked like both the defenders had position on him.
It looked like it hit both Fairview players' knees and eventually scored it out to Caden Trotter. Trotter's got 5 points on the night, looking for number 6. And that one's nothing but net. And the lead is out to 16. Trotter's next one is in. He hits both. He's got 7 points. The Eagles now 5 of 8 from the line. Durham quickly across the timeline, facing this 2-3 zone over to Pendergrass. Pendergrass lobs it in to Sawyer, out to Durham. Nice passing over to Dillingham in the corner for three. Back iron, no good. Coming up with the rebound is McCoy. McCoy goes up and rolls that one in. McCoy has 12 points, and the lead is down to 15. Gavin now with it, hands over to Jake Smith. Smith dribbles out the logo over to Harrison Gobble. Now to Grayson Burleson in the corner for three. No good. And we're going to get a foul call against Gavin Burleson.
Trying to get the block out, and Fairview player went to the floor.
Gavin's going to pick up his third. That's the team's second error of the second half. Summertown leading 44-29, 3:37 remaining here in a fast-moving third quarter. Dillingham now over to Durham. Durham gets a play call from head coach Trey McCoy as he crosses the timeline. 2-3 zone here from Summertown. Durham now in the corner to Pendergrass. Drives a baseline. Kicks out here to Dillingham. Into the paint. He'll try a floater and rolls it in. Dillingham in the double figures with 11. And Fairview cuts the lead to 13. Gavin Burleson with it at the wing. Tries to throw it to Caden Trotter and just overthrew him. He was open cutting in. That's 9 turnovers against Summertown.
Good intention. He was open. Just let him a little too much.
Just a little too much there on the play.
Got to get back to protecting that ball.
Durham across the timeline. Now to Dillingham, almost stolen by Smith. Dillingham gets a screen. Now over to Durham. Durham going to try a three. Nothing but net there from Carter Durham. And a timeout's going to be called here by Trey McCoy. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with him here on the xSports Network.
Hey friends, this is Barry Doss. Over the past 30 years, Doss Brothers Incorporated has grown from its humble beginnings to working daily to build the future of Lawrence and surrounding counties. From breaking ground to opening day, Doss Brothers has been there every step of the way for many businesses, industries, and homeowners in our community. With nearly 40 years under our belt and the blessing of every new day, we strive to keep building the foundation of our community's tomorrow. We are Doss Brothers, proudly building progress in Southern Tennessee.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Back in Mount Pleasant here on the xSports Network, the Class 2A Region 5 Championship. Summertown leading Fairview by 10. A.J. Good here with Scott Franks. Jake Smith across the timeline to Harrison Gobble. Over to Jake Smith. Smith inside. Caden Trotter on the baseline, picks up his dribble. Now gets it to Grayson Burleson, goes off the glass and gets it in. A big answer there, Scott. One the Summertown team needed to stop this run. 17 points now for Grayson Burleson, 46-34 the advantage. Durham. Now over to Dillingham. Inside to Sawyer. Sawyer, the big post player. Nice feed to Dillingham. To Pendergrass. Pendergrass knocks it in. He's got 7. The lead's back down to 10. This Fairview team can pass really well. Grayson Burleson to Caden Trotter. He'll try corner three. No good. Sawyer with the rebound, and Grayson Burleson's going to pick up the foul. Grayson picks up his first, the team's third. Fairview gets it back, 2:06 remaining here in the third, trailing by 10. And with a lot of momentum here. Their fans are starting to make a lot of noise here at Mount Pleasant. Durham going to walk it across the timeline here for the Yellow Jackets.
Eagles going to that man-to-man. I most believe we'd go back to that matchup zone again. Catch them off guard. That's a double dribble or a... Oh, come on.
Against Grayson Burleson. He will pick up 2 quick ones. Now 4 against Summertown here in the second half. Durham going to take it out of bounds. Under 2 minutes left in the period. And almost stepped out of bounds. Gets it to Pendergrass. Now McCoy for 3. No good. Offensive rebound here from Dillingham.
Charge.
And Dillingham's going to pick up the charge.
I don't believe it was, but I could tell by the way the referee was looking there, he was going to call it.
Dillingham picks up his third, the team's third. Well, he called the other charge against Gavin in the first quarter, so consistency. That's all we can ask for. As long as they're not consistently bad, if they call them on both ends, that's all we ask for. Gobble across the timeline. Now to Trotter. To Grayson Burleson for 3. Nothing but net from Grayson Burleson. He's on fire with 20. The lead's back out to 13. Minute 30 left here in the third. Durham now to Pendergrass. Pendergrass tries to drive the baseline on Gavin Burleson. Now over to Durham. Durham back to Pendergrass straight away. Now over to McCoy at the wing. Long pass over to Durham near the corner. He'll try a 3. Short. Misses everything. Good rebound by McCoy. That one is up and in. McCoy now with 14 points. Smith now over to Gobbo across the timeline. Team leading by 11. Gavin was open on the other wing. Smith now in the Trotter on the baseline to Gavin. Gavin dribbles, drives, spins. What a move.
Oh!
He can't get to go.
Luckily
and McCoy comes up with a rebound, so no foul, no walk. Could have been either one, but the refs let him play on. Pendergrass with it at the wing. Drives into the paint, and we're going to get a block call now against Caden Trotter. Caden's going to pick up his second.
Campbell checks in as Gavin goes out.
Good move there to keep him out of foul trouble. With 3, down low to Sawyer. And Sawyer will say he need him.
They're calling a foul on Trotter.
They will. Caden picks up his
But he had
third.
his knee.
That's a really random
Ticky-tack.
call, yeah. And they lob that one. A nice pass in to John Sawyer for his first points of the game. And the lead is down to 9 with 30 seconds left. Over now to Campbell. Campbell kicks out to Grayson Burleson. 25 seconds left now. Over to Jake Smith. Smith dribbles. Now out to Grayson Burleson. Over to Cole Campbell. 15 seconds left. To Harrison Gobble. Gobble drives. Dishes out to Grayson. Open for three. Knocks it down. What an answer from Grayson Burleson. He's got 23. Leads back out to 12. 5 seconds left now. Pendergrass dishes to McCoy in the corner for three. No good. Rebound by Durham. Not in time. Summertown leading by 12 here after 3 quarters of play. When we return, it'll be time for the fourth quarter here on the xSports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the xSports Network.
And back here at Mount Pleasant as we start the fourth quarter, Summertown leading Fairview 52-40. An update from the other region championship game, Milan leading Gibson County 46-24 as they start the fourth quarter. So it looks like the loser will head to Milan. The winner will face Gibson County at home as Grayson Burleson hits another three. Red hot. He's got 26, and the lead is kicked back out to 15. He had 29 in the semifinal, already with 26. McCoy into the paint. Shot up. No good. Caden Trotter with the rebound. Loses that one. Fight for the rebound. And we're going to get a hold call against Trotter, I believe. They were both fighting for it. It's kind of hard to tell here. Trotter's going to pick up his fourth. Now Weston Pigg will come into the game, and he will check in for Caden Trotter, who can't believe it. It's now going to be the 17th foul against Summertown, so Pendergrass will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Fairview struggled with free throws in their game against Harpeth there at the end of the fourth. They're 1 of 3 tonight. One and one coming up here for Kennedy Pendergrass. He's got 7 points, trying to cut into this Eagle lead. Front end, rolls it in. He's got 8. Lead down to 14, 7:37 remaining in the game. Next free throw. Knocks them both down. Clutch free throws from Kennedy Pendergrass.
Should have had a foul on the rebound there.
Yeah, a lot of
contact. Had a push in the back.
Yep, a lot of contact down low. Gavin Burleson now over to Jake Smith, and he gets across the timeline. Now to Weston Pigg in the corner, out to Grayson Burleson. They say that goes off of his chest and out of bounds to Fairview. Looked like some contact down low there too. Fairview gets it after the 10th Summertown turnover. Pendergrass gets a screen from Sawyer. Now it's going to be Dillingham in the corner for 3. Rattles out, no good. Offensive rebound there. McCoy can't get it. Another offensive rebound. Now it's McCoy. Over to Durham. Back to McCoy. In the Pendergrass. Now to Sawyer. Sawyer tries to go up. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound and a foul coming up against Harrison Gobble. And that's going to send Dillingham to the line for the 1-and-1. Gobble picks up his second, team's 8th, and front end of a 1-and-1. Now coming up here for Dillingham, he's got 11 points. Front end up, and he hits it. No subs for either side. The lead's down to 12, and even 7 minutes left in the contest.
Watch the push right here on the block down here after the shot. Done it the last 2 times.
Back end up, and he hits them both. Jake Smith now over to Gavin Burleson, team leading by 11, under 7 minutes left in the game. Smith now to Gavin. Gavin's got to get across the timeline, does over to Jake Smith. Now to Gavin, and Gavin's going to hold on to it as they call out the play. Jake's going to hold on to it now, and they're just not going to challenge him as he milks some clock. Lobs it into Grayson. Grayson out to Harrison Gobble. Gobble kicks it to Weston Pigg. Now to Jake Smith. Over to Gavin. Gavin now being double teamed. Inside, wide open Weston Pigg. Reverse layup is in! Big shot from Weston Pigg. His first points of the game, and the lead is out to 13.
They're trying to double team, so somebody's got to be open.
He was wide open and hit a beautiful reverse lay-in. Durham with it now. Man-to-man put on here. Gets a screen from Sawyer. Over to Dillingham. Back to Durham. Over to McCoy. He'll drive the baseline. Dribbles out. Picks up his dribble now. Now out to Dillingham. Over to Durham. Durham had an open Pendergrass on a low block. Didn't give it to him. Now kicks it out to Dillingham. Over to McCoy at the wing. Back to Dillingham. Under 6 minutes left. Dillingham move inside. Throws up a shot. No good. And coming up the rebound will be Pendergrass. And he gets fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
I believe that'll be on Pigg.
And it will go against Pigg. He will pick up his first. Team's ninth. And now 2 free throws coming up here for Kennedy Pendergrass. First one. Wow. Rolls in. That looked like something that...
I think that went in twice.
That was a pinball shot there. Saving your quarter on that one. Next free throw, rolls in. Pendergrass has 11. And Fairview now with 8 second chance points here in the second half. 9 for the game. Jake Smith picks up his dribble and gets that one stolen away. Lobbing it ahead, McCoy gets it out to Durham. Durham now to McCoy. He'll try corner three. Back iron, no good. Coming up the rebound is Pendergrass. Pendergrass shot up and it is in. Pendergrass now with 13 points. And McCoy is going to call a timeout here. We'll take it with him on the xSports Network.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
This is the xSports Network.
And back in Mount Pleasant, the region championship game. The Summertown boys leading Fairview 57-48, 5:30 remaining. Inbounds in the Cole Campbell, who crosses the timeline. Campbell dribbles, drives, layup up, blocked by Sawyer, coming back the other way of the Yellow Jackets. But that one going to be stolen away. Grayson Burleson with it, knocked out of bounds. Fairview tried to save it. It will stay with Summertown. Game speed picking back up with this one, with Summertown leading by 9. Cole Campbell trying to inbound. Lobs it in to Harrison Gobble. Hands back to Gavin Burleson. Gavin. And he'll get fouled by Pendergrass. Pendergrass is going to pick up his first. That's the team's fourth. Summertown fans sarcastically applaud the first foul they've seen in quite a while.
Trotter comes back in for Campbell. Get him the offense-defense exchange here.
Trotter coming in with 4 fouls. Gavin now in the Trotter. Hands back to Gavin. And that one goes off of his foot, goes all the way. And they're going to say that went out of bounds off of Gavin.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's now 12 turnovers against Summertown. 5:05 remaining here in the game. Taking it out of bounds here is Fairview. Durham gets it in the Pendergrass. Pendergrass drives. He'll try a layup, and that one is in. Pendergrass has caught fire here in the second half. He's got 15 in the lead. Cut down to 7. Gobble picks up his dribble, hands over to Grayson Burleson. Grayson picks up his dribble out to Gobble. 4:45 remaining. Trotter picks up his dribble. And a timeout now called by Wes Long. And Wes Long gives the official an earful in the process. It's going to be don't know how long it is. We'll just take a 30-second break here on the xSports Network.
Story & Lee, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our Made in America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story & Lee.
This is the xSports Network.
Back in Mount Pleasant here on the xSports Network, AJ Good with Scott Frank. Summertown boys leading Fairview by 7 here in the region championship game. Trotter fakes. Now out to Harrison Gobble for 3. No good. Trotter knocks it out of bounds and will go to Fairview. Good effort there by Trotter to try to knock it to somebody, but it'll go to the Yellow Jackets. Durham now going to walk it across the timeline here for Fairview, facing a 2-3 zone. He tries to get the Pendergrass can, eventually does. Pendergrass now, he will try a 3. And it goes off the top of the backboard into Grayson Burleson. Grayson gets that one stolen away. Durham is up and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Not a good decision.
He's got to hold the ball there. Don't try to dribble between the defenders.
This will go against Trotter, who just picked up his 5th. Now Cole Campbell will come into the game. Trotter exits with 7 points. Unfortunately hit some foul trouble there late, as now Durham will go to the line to shoot 2. First one up, nothing but net. 6-point Summertown lead. Next free throw. And rolls in. Now coming into the game here for the Yellow Jackets, Jacob Neal will check in for John Sawyer. That's now 11 second chance, 11 points off of turnovers here for Fairview in the second half. Gavin Burleson quickly across the timeline. Gets across, 4:15 remaining. Summertown. Now over to Jake Smith. Smith gets in that one into the hands. Nice move by Grayson Burleson. Smith saves it. Now over to Harrison Gobble. Gobble now gets it to Jake Smith. Under 4 minutes remaining in the game. Smith picks up his dribble out to Harrison Gobble, and West Lawn's going to call another timeout. And we'll take it with him. It's a full timeout here. We'll take it with him on the xSports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
No matter what it is that you like, take those things, translate it into an academic degree.
It's the best thing probably I've ever done in my life, and my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner.
Getting this degree opened up doors that I didn't even envision would be open.
I'm so happy that I did it, and I think anybody that wants it should go for it. You will not regret it.
This is Chris Jackson with Tennessee Tech in Lawrenceburg. If you're ready to earn your degree right here in Lawrence County, come see us today.
And back in Mount Pleasant, Summertown, the boys in the region championship game, leading by 5, 3:50 remaining. Smith across the timeline here for Summertown, over to Gavin Burleson at the logo. Gavin dribbles. Now he's going to drive, and we're going to get a foul call.
It's just a 5th team foul.
Yeah. This one will go against Pendergrass. Pendergrass picks up his second, 15th foul against the Yellow Jackets. Now into Gavin. Gavin gets stripped, and this one's going to come the other side for Durham.
It's a push-off.
Over to Dillingham. Dillingham down low to Pendergrass. Pendergrass kicks out to McCoy. McCoy drives, loses it, throws up a crazy shot. Grayson Burleson with the rebound, and he's fouled from behind. Picking up the foul will be Mays McCoy, picks up his second, team 6th. Clock stops 3:25 here, and Scott Summertown needs a shot badly.
Exactly.
Had a lead out as much as 19 and has seen it trim the 5.
Fairview just decided they don't want to lose this game.
Campbell now to Gavin Burleson. Gavin now facing this press, is going to get it across the timeline. Behind the back move, kicks out the Gobble. Gobble now hands to Jake Smith. Smith, and that one, good defense, knocked out of bounds by Pendergrass. Some frustration showing here from Summertown as the clock stops at 3:13. Gavin going to inbound. Looking for somebody, eventually into Cole Campbell, back to Gavin, and Dillingham's going to get called for the foul.
That'll be number 7, so that'll send Gavin to the line.
Dillingham going to pick up his 4th, and that's now 7. And Gavin now needing to hit some clutch free throws. Summertown 6 of 9 from the line tonight. Fairview 9 of 11. Weston Pigg now coming into the game, and Cole Campbell will check out. Front end, and he knocks it down. Big shot. Gavin now with 19, leads out to 6. Next free throw. No good. And Durham comes up with the rebound, 1 of 2. He's got 19. It's a 58-52 lead. Pendergrass with it, guarded by Pegg, out to Sawyer. Sawyer now over to Durham. Durham now to Pendergrass in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound, Dillingham. Dillingham, crazy shot, no good. Rebound out to Pendergrass, and he's fouled. That's now 11 offensive rebounds here by Fairview. Pendergrass is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Gobble will pick up the foul. His 3rd. Now team's 11th. Dillingham will go to the line for 2. Pendergrass will go to the line for 2, and he rolls in the first. Campbell into the game for Pitt. And Neal will check in for Dillingham. Next free throw from Pendergrass. And he rolls that one in.
Put it to 4.
17 points for Pendergrass. 58-54 is the lead. Gavin across the timeline. Dribbles behind his back over to Jake Smith. 2:45 remaining. Over to Gavin. Gavin dribbles, drives, tries a shot into the hands of Grayson. He goes up and is fouled by Pendergrass. Pendergrass with his 3rd foul, team's 8th, and now 2 free throws coming up for Grayson Burleson, who leads all scorers at 26. Fairview doesn't agree with that, and so far tonight both sides have had equal gripes with the men in black and white. First free throw, Grayson knocks it down. Pig back into the game, Campbell will check out. Next free throw. And he hits them both. Clutch free throws. Grayson Burleson now with 28. 2:35 remaining. Durham across the timeline. 60-54 Eagle advantage. Durham over to McCoy. Now to Sawyer. Sawyer picks up his dribble, looking for somebody. Now it's Pendergrass. Pendergrass. Spinning shot up. Would have been great, but it's Neal with the rebound. No good. Sawyer with the rebound. Fights away and throws that one up and in. Sawyer now with 4 points, and the lead is down to 4. Now this one is stolen away. Coming back is Durham. 2:05 remaining. McCoy drives the baseline, and he's fouled by Gobble on the baseline. Gobble going to pick up his 4th. That's now 12 team fouls and 2 shots coming up here for Mays McCoy. Official confirms it was just 4 team fouls. I don't know what the delay is. Summertown leads by 4, 2:02 left. First free throw from McCoy on its way. No good.
That's big.
Rare miss by the Yellow Jackets. They struggled last game of free throws in the 4th, but they're now 11 of 14 tonight. That's a rare miss. Next one on its way, and he hits it. He's got 15 points. The lead's down to 3. Burleson trying to get across the timeline, guarded by Pendergrass, and he does. And now Pendergrass is going to get called for his 4th foul. And that's big for Pendergrass, who leads the Jackets with 17 points, and that's his 4th foul. And you can tell that the Fairview fans don't agree with that. And a final score, Milan defeats Gibson County 54-33. Loser will head to Milan on Monday. First free throw from Gavin. Rattles out, no good. Coming back the other way. It's Durham now to Sawyer. Sawyer picks up his dribble to Durham. Durham fights out. Now to Pendergrass. Pendergrass thinks about three, drives into the paint. Now out to McCoy. McCoy now out to Durham. Durham drives into the paint. Floater up. No good. Grayson Burleson with a big rebound out to Gavin. Gavin now going to push it ahead. Lobs it to an open Weston Pig, but gives it back out to Gavin with a minute 25 left. Gavin drives. Shot up. And a block, and it's in! And and one coming up for Gavin Burleson. A big shot there.
It'll be the fourth on Pendergrass now. 23.
Yep, that is his fourth. And Gavin coming up with a chance at a big and one. He's got 21. The lead is out to 5. Minute 22 left. They needed that one. A little bit of drama there, Scott. We didn't know, especially this one official, of whether that's going to be a block or a charge from up here. It could have really gone either way, and it went in Summertown's favor.
We have a final now. Milan defeated Gibson County 54-33.
Loser will head to Milan on Monday. The winner will welcome in Gibson County. Milan, one of the best teams in all of Class 2A. Gavin hits the and one. He's got 22 points. Now coming back into the game will be Dillingham. He will check in for Jacob Neal, who gave the Jackets some good minutes. Minute 22 left. Summertown leading by 6. Durham with him now. Crossing the timeline. 2-possession lead here for Summertown.
Pig is face guarding Pendergrass.
Durham's going to step back for 3. Back iron, no good. Gavin with the rebound. Gavin tries to fight out, and he's going to get bumped by McCoy, and he will head the other side for a pair of free throws. McCoy is going to pick up his either third or fourth. That is his third. So Gavin has a chance to continue to ice this game on the other end. Eagles 10 of 15 from the line. They struggled in their last game against Cheatham County here on Tuesday. First one up for Gavin. Rolls it in, nothing but net. He's got 23. 7-point lead. It's winning time here, Scott. This is where you got to win it.
Exactly.
At the free throw line. Next free throw from Gavin.
Gets
the friendly bounce, and then he's got 24. The lead is out to 8. Minute left. Durham across the timeline over to McCoy. McCoy drives. Now out to Durham. Durham throws it down low to Pendergrass, and Pendergrass is going to get fouled by Pig. Not the worst thing that could happen in that situation. Pig picks up his second, team's 13th. Clock stops at 55 seconds left. Pendergrass going the line to shoot 2. First one on its way, nothing but net. Pendergrass now with 18. Campbell now into the game, and Pig will check out. Next free throw from Pendergrass. And he gets the friendly bounce and in. He leads all Jackets with 19. Quick inbound in to Harrison Gobble. Hands over to Gavin Burleson across the timeline. Gavin now on his knees. Gets it to Harrison Gobble, but Wes Long calls a quick full timeout. And we'll just keep it here for the time being. And Scott with the 6-point lead. And Gavin Burleson and Grayson Burleson going off here. But you can just feel the tension in the air. It almost feels like anything could happen at any moment. What does Summertown need to do in this situation?
I'm not comfortable with the 6-point lead with 50 seconds. There's a lot of basketball yet to be played. Both teams with plenty of timeouts, I believe. And Fairview's not missing their free throws. Main thing the Eagles have got to do is protect the ball. Don't waste the possessions now. Like I said earlier in the game, you know, the wasted possessions is what costs you ball games. So number one, you know they're going to be trying to foul, put you on the line. You got to hit your free throws. You got to protect the ball. Basic basketball.
Hitting free throws is something the Summertown team has really struggled with all season. Tonight, though, 12 of 17. That's been a big improvement. Fairview 14 of 17, an improvement from what happened to them against Harput the other night, but something this team has struggled with. But your two best players, Grayson and Gavin Burleson, knocking down those free throws. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and they're doing that right now.
We just missed Grayson there with a wide open on the inbounds.
And Gavin kicks it out to Jake Smith, now with Harrison Gobble. Gobble is going to get fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
They must think Gobble's the guy they want to foul, but lately he's been pretty good at the free throw line.
And I believe that's on Pendergrass.
That'll be his fifth.
And it is. So
No, who are they saying? Yeah, it is on Pendergrass.
It is on Pendergrass as Neal will come in. Pendergrass checks out with 19 points. He had a big second half for this Jackets team and really played his tail off there to get Fairview back in the game. Gobble's first free throw. Hits it. That's a big free throw from Gobble as Pig will now check in for Campbell. Third point of the game for Harrison Gobble. Next one on its way. And he gets them both. Harrison Gobble with 4, and the lead is out to 8. 40 seconds left. Durham tries a 3 and sends it over to Dillingham. He will try a 3. Knocks it down. Big shot by Nathan Dillingham. He's got 16 points. And a full timeout here called by head coach Trey McCoy, and we'll take it with him here on the xSports Network.
Hi, I'm Mara Lerner, and I've had the privilege of living and raising my family in Lawrence County for years. I know how important our faith, schools, and community are to the success of us all. I believe wholeheartedly that proper planning and teamwork are the only way to achieve the quality of life that we desire here in Lawrence County. The Office of County Executive is instrumental in making all of this possible. And if you want someone who will continue to work tirelessly toward improving your quality of life here in Lawrence County, then I ask for your vote on August 4th for County Executive.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the xSports Network.
Back in Mount Pleasant, Summertown leading 67-62 with 35 seconds remaining. Each side into the double bonus. Summertown taking the ball out. Jake Smith gets it in to Grayson. Grayson is going to get fouled from behind. He'll go the other end to shoot 2. And this one will go against Sawyer, who picks up his 3rd. 13 fouls on each side. Now Grayson will go to the line to shoot 2. Grayson leading all scores.
It's actually Sawyer's 4th, they're showing.
Sawyer's 4th, okay. That's where
that may be where we made the mistake earlier.
Yeah.
When we.
Grayson hits the first. Arnold now comes into the game for Dillingham, and Pig will check in for Campbell. Actually, he comes in for Neal. 6-point lead. Next one from Grayson. And rattles out, no good. 68-62, 30 seconds left. Arnold kicks out to McCoy for 3 off the very front of the iron. A battle for it. That will go against Dillingham, and Pig will go to the other end for the 1-and-1. And I believe that's now 5 against Dillingham, and it is. So Neal will check in for Dillingham. Dillingham checks out with 16 points. So the top 2 leading scorers are now out of the game, and Weston Pig is on the other end to shoot 2. Pig's got 2 points on the night. First one's up, rolls it in. Big-time players making big-time plays here for Summertown. Is now 16-22 from the line. Next one on its way. Back iron, no good. McCoy with the rebound. 7-point Summertown advantage. 20 seconds left. McCoy over to Durham. Durham drives and is fouled by Gavin Burleson. And now the one foul tonight, no one's going to argue. Now Durham will have a chance at 2 shots as Gavin picks up his 4th. 17 seconds left now, 7-point Summertown lead. First free throw from Durham, and it's in. He's got 6. Next free throw from Durham, and he hits them both. He's got 7 points, and now Cole Campbell will check in for Pig. 5-point Summertown lead, 17 seconds left. Jake Smith taking it out of bounds. Press now into Grayson. And Grayson is fouled quickly by McCoy. And McCoy's going to pick up his 4th. And now Grayson goes the other side for the 2 shots. He goes 16-23 from the line. Wes Long has seen a lot of improvement from the squad here at the free throw line here down the stretch. And the first one goes in. Pig now back in for Campbell. Offense for defense. Next free throw here for Grayson. And doesn't get that one to go. 1 of 2, and he's got 30. Durham quickly gets into the paint, and he gets a blocking call against Harrison Gobble. Gobble going to pick up, that's his 5th, and now Cole Campbell will probably come in for Harrison Gobble. Gobble going to check out with 4 points. Clock stops at 10.1 left. Well, Scott, at points in this game, we were playing at lightning fast pace, and other points like this, we've been playing at a snail's pace. As Durham will go to the line. Jackets 16 and 19 from the line. First free throw. No good. Next free throw from Durham. And he missed them both. And they're going to call Gavin on his 5th. So that's now 5 against Gavin. He will check out. And he'll leave with 24 points. And now, I think that's going to be Kurt Burleson will be come into the game for Gavin. 10 seconds left, 6-point lead. Jacob Neal will go to the line for the 2 shots. First one, back iron, no good. Had a lot of strange calls tonight against both sides. At least they've been consistent as Neal hits both, and now a fight for the ball. It's a jump ball, and will stay with Fairview. 8.7 seconds left. Fairview needing a miracle to stay in this one. Durham lobs it in to Sawyer, tripped up, and stolen away by Weston Pigg. Now over to Grayson Burleson. He is fouled with 2 seconds left, and the celebration is on. Foul will go against Neal, picks up his 3rd, and Grayson going to try the 2 shots. We like to give a shout out to Mount Pleasant for doing a great job holding the district and the region. They've done a great job.
For sure, always do.
For the last 2 weeks, class act here, and they've done a great job putting on both of these tournaments and treated everyone very well. As Grayson hits 1 of 2, he leads all scorers with 31. Ty Bryan now checks in for Grayson as Summertown leads by 7. Inbound into Durham. Durham will get a shot up at the buzzer. No good, and Summertown is your Class 2A Region 5 champions. Their next game will be against Gibson County on Monday at 7 o'clock. The Summertown girls will also be at home on Saturday against Gibson County. That one will be at 7 o'clock for who will go to Murfreesboro. Final stats here. Grayson Burleson led all scorers with 31. Gavin Burleson with 24. Caden Trotter with 7. Harrison Gobble with 4. Jake Smith, Weston Pigg with 2. On the other side for the Yellow Jackets, Kennedy Pendergrass with 19, Nathan Dillian with 16, and Mace McCoy with 15. Final thoughts here, Scott Franks, on tonight's game.
Well, we didn't protect the ball and take the quality shots I wanted, but we did just enough to get by. So, at this point in the season, it's win in advance, and that's the best you can do, you know. So, like you said, the Eagles will host Monday night. Lady Eagles host Saturday night in their sub-state game, both against Gibson County. Game time should be 7 p.m. Want to invite everyone out to the high school gym and pack the place, and let's get to the state tournament for both teams.
Absolutely. That was Scott Franks. This is A.J. Good. We're going to get off the air here for the time being, and as the post-game celebrations will go down here, good effort from both sides. Fairview going to give Milan all they can handle coming up on Monday night. That is a very, very tough and a very, very good team. For Scott Franks, this is A.J. Good here on the xSports Network.
This is the xSports Network.